I was diagnosed with HIV December 1st, 2011. And very similar to you, shared my journey. I think the difference is
December 1st, you said?
December 1st, World AIDS Day.
Wow.
World AIDS Day.
Okay.
And I think the difference is like I just began to not be able to keep up with the expectation of posting. And you had an awesome session that was packed full of people who like thoroughly enjoyed your reality of doing this work and how like difficult it can be, right?
Hey folks, Raif, Derrazi here, and we are at the 2025 Minnesota Conference on HIV. And I'm here with Patrick.
Hi.
Patrick, how are you?
Exhausted, but I'm well. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking.
You put this whole thing together.
I did.
How do you feel? Besides exhausted.
Yeah, exhausted. It's a team effort. So it wasn't just me. It was a community of folks that consisted of, clinicians, allied healthcare professionals, folks from community-based organizations, and actually folks from communities. So it was really awesome to be able to have something like a Minnesota version of like USCHA right here in the awesome city of Minneapolis.
And I know you started planning for this late last year.
Yeah.
What was your initial intention? Why did you feel like now is the time that I want to do this?
Yeah, I joined the Midwest AIDS Training and Education Center, which is a Midwest portion of the AIDS Education Training Center, like national network, in the end of October as a part of this project. And the goal was our funder wanted us to create a conference very similar to one on the national level. And so, joining, I immediately was excited because I've gone to conferences before, and what I love most about it is the ability to learn, but also connect and network and strengthen bonds.
Yeah. And for those of you who are looking at Patrick and thinking, he looks familiar, you have a storied history on YouTube.
Yeah.
As an HIV advocate, someone living with HIV.
I do. Plus Life with Pat, I was diagnosed with HIV December 1st, 2011. And very similar to you, shared my journey. I think the difference is
December 1st, you said?
December 1st, World AIDS Day.
Wow.
World AIDS Day.
Okay.
And I think the difference is like I just began to not be able to keep up with the expectation of posting. And you had an awesome session that was packed full of people who like thoroughly enjoyed your reality of doing this work and how like difficult it can be, right? And I think I was one that just could not keep up. But for years I did that. And I still do from time to time. We'll go in and update folks in terms of how I'm doing. I most recently talked about my journey utilizing long-acting injectables. I started Cabenuva a couple years back and have been kind of jumping in and updating folks in terms of where I'm at as it relates to that journey.
That's awesome. He was one of the first people that I saw when I turned to YouTube to find other people living with HIV. So that had a profound impact on my whole trajectory. So now we're here full circle, and I'm presenting at a conference that you put on, talking about social media and advocacy. So what do you feel like what totally hit the mark as far as expectations and what you wanted here, and what do you hope to improve upon for next time?
I think for sure having folks like you here was really important, and I just thank you for your flexibility and your grace. I think Minnesotans are typically coming from the South, coming from the East Coast, Virginia, North Carolina. The difference is Minnesota has a different culture, and so I wanted to bring in folks from across the country to really reinforce the fact that folks who are impacted by this epidemic look different and have different experiences. But more specifically, I wanted them the opportunity to be able to meet with folks like you and be able to possibly have kind of like another trajectory of a young person or a person of who's aging, be able to maybe pick up, sharing their journey as well. But I think, one of the things that we need more of are storytellers. And I think if you go online now to like a YouTube, there are not a lot of really consistent storytellers, like bringing people along for their journey, navigating living with HIV and really thriving, right?
True.
And so I really was excited to have folks like you and Serial Project and Latino Commission on AIDS come in and really bring their expertise into Minnesota because, although we're a progressive state, there is a lot more work that we can do to really take the necessary steps to end the epidemic, especially as it relates to folks of color who are disproportionately impacted.
And thank you so much for having me here. This was admittedly my first time that I really had a session to myself to do something like this. So it kind of gave me the fire under my butt to finally put that presentation together and get some experience under my belt. So hopefully that'll, expand to other conferences and give other talks.
I hope. I mean, I will keep you in my Rolodex. I mean, I think you're an amazing storyteller. What I didn't share, I know when we talked initially, was that, and I think we did talk about this really briefly, like I've always admired your transparency and vulnerability. And I think your consistency in being able to keep people along for the ride as it relates to your journey. And I think I even sometimes find myself navigating some of the things, kind of parallels, like, oh, you're going through like a breakup, I'm going through like a divorce. I get it. Like I feel the same feels, or like, just navigating, being able to, I think one of the things I love about you is just being able to talk to subject matter experts and having, as you shared in your session, being an introvert, being able to have the courage to like pull information, extrapolate information for us, because I would never have gotten to know so many people doing fantastic work in the areas of research without being able to access your material. So just thank you for continuing to do that good work, because it's necessary, and community needs that in a way that we can digest it and fully understand it.
Well, that's so awesome to hear. Thank you. And I love just seeing both of our journeys from where we were, almost 15 years ago now.
Yeah, it's wild.
Well, that's it, folks. I just wanted you to see the man behind the conference that I was at, and now I will put up my session that I recorded for you here if you want to watch it. And I'll do a little closeout. All right, thanks, folks. Thanks again for watching. Please like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell so you get a notification every time a new video comes out. And please share this with anyone who might find value in this content. By the way, I'll also have his link below for his YouTube channel, so you can watch that as well. And share this with anyone who might find value in this content. Those are the best ways that you can support me and my channel. Until next time, cheers.